There were a lot of people out there who thought that She-Hulk Attorney at Law was going to be a disaster, even when you judge it by Phase 4 Marvel standards, which has been pretty bad over the last several years. But some people still tuned in to think, you know what, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'll give it a chance, maybe even if I don't like some of the content or whatever, at least it'll be funny. It's a comedy. Maybe at least it will make me laugh. Those people were sorely mistaken, as She-Hulk Attorney at Law is one of the worst things that Disney Marvel has ever done, and I don't even know if you can question that at this point. The fact that it's rated higher by the critics than they're rating House of the Dragon right now just laughably makes you understand why no one takes these critic scores seriously in any way, shape, or form anymore. But episode 4 of She-Hulk Attorney at Law is here, and even though so many of the first couple episodes focused on how men are terrible, how men are stupid, how men are inept, how men get things that they don't deserve, how men treat women terribly, basically, men are trash. We've gotten that through the first 3 episodes very, very clearly. Well, this one is about She-Hulk wanting to find a man. We saw some of these previews and things before, her little Tinder app that she was on. It's called Matcher in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, She-Hulk joins Matcher, and it's cringe to say the least. There's another little plot that runs in the story about Wong and about some magician who's using magic. Wong's very upset about it. This series brings Wong in to try to defend them from some of the criticism. They even admit that in a fourth wall breaking moment for She-Hulk. I think a lot of people are already tired of what they're doing to Wong in She-Hulk. They're continuing to make him look kind of that much dumber or that much more of a goon, a laughable idiot. It's like, why would anyone take this person seriously at this point? But really what everyone's talking about is this: She-Hulk Attorney at Law episode 4 review. Romance is a broken numbers game. Now, funny enough that Tatiana Maslany, the star of She-Hulk, has been complaining before this series started, why is there such an obsession with women's bodies? Why is there an obsession with these female superheroes and what they look like? Once again, they are showing that they are complete and total hypocrites with this episode. Now, She-Hulk does want to join Matcher, but she's doing so as herself, Jen Walters. That's how she does it at first, with just her as a lawyer. She wants people to actually want to date her for her. And she gets essentially nobody to go out with her, except one dude who, of course, is the worst, like, slimiest piece of shit. He's a total loser. He doesn't want to pay. He's ugly, like, all this stuff. Doesn't work out very well for her. And, of course, we do get this, this little nod from her friend saying what she thinks about straight people. Here you go.
Oof, hetero life is grim.
One more time.
Oof, hetero life is grim.
Yeah, hetero life is grim. Dating in the hetero world must be grim. I'm sure a lot of stans, a lot of people with rainbows in their bios were very excited to hear this come out. But after she does this, after she tries dating as her, it doesn't work out very well. She starts dating people as She-Hulk. She transforms into She-Hulk, takes pictures, gets a ton of matches, goes on a bunch of dates, seemingly all in one night with a bunch of men. Many of them, although some are attractive, are kind of fucking idiots, just like every man in this series. But then finally, she runs across a good-looking doctor. I believe he said pediatric oncology would mean he's like a child cancer doctor. I believe that's who he is. And he just wants to hear about her. He's just very sensitive and he's not very loud, but he just really wants to look into her eyes. This is basically all the lonely women in this entire series. This is their dream man. A rich doctor who's good looking, who's kind of a fucking beta male. This is their ideal person. It's important to understand where these people are coming from. This is their ideal man. Well, She-Hulk does take him home, and even though we've been preached immediately about objectifying women and things like that in this series, and from them outside of what they've been saying in this series, this is the first scene as soon as they get a little bit of time together. Let's watch. She-Hulk, objectification is bad, also She-Hulk.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's She-Hulk right there. Listen, this scene is perfectly fine. I don't have any problems. This is like such a normal scene in so many shows and so much cinema, right? Somebody takes their shirt off. You're like, oh, wow, I'm really impressed with their physique. I'm attracted to them. The problem is, this show's been trying to tell you that these things aren't okay. That judging people by their looks isn't okay. That basically slobbering over women because of the way they look, those things are not okay. It's what the cast has been telling us. It's what the crew's been telling us. Well, now it's a little different for She-Hulk, isn't it?
Oh, shoot, I got it on your couch, too. Just 1 second, okay?
And then she ends up throwing the shirt away right here. Throws the shirt away so he can't put it back on.
Go to club
soda and salt.
Smart.
Where'd my shirt go?
Because when women do it to men, that is perfectly acceptable, just like it was with Captain America in this series. And then, of course, this lead She-Hulk, she has to leave. They don't even get to kiss, right? They have not even kissed at any point in time yet, right? She-Hulk has to leave to go take care of some stuff for Wong, gets portaled back like this. Keep in mind, this dude, doctor, child cancer doctor, so he's obviously well off, he's obviously smart, he's obviously good looking, all these things. What's he reading? He's reading a book about feminism. This is the dream man for these writers. And She-Hulk comes in like this. Very aggressive. I imagine if a man did that to her, she'd get pretty upset based on what we've seen here. And again, before they've even actually kissed, you get this scene of her walking him back to the bedroom. And you assume they go and have sex, all these things happen. Then in the morning, she's changed back. She's changed back to Jen Walter. She makes breakfast for him. He walks on, he's like, who are you? What is going on here? She didn't tell him that she's not always She-Hulk. She didn't tell him that this is actually who she is, that she's normally Jen Walters. He gets like really weirded out by it and leaves. That's what happens. That's how this episode basically ends. So She-Hulk carries this man who she hasn't even kissed yet back to her bedroom, presumably to go fuck, whatever. I'm sure he's down with it. I'm not going to pretend like he's not consenting to go have sex with She-Hulk. I think that obviously that's probably where he knew this was going, whatever. But I will say the idea that she didn't reveal to him like who she is or what's going on with her, the fact that she transforms, that she's actually not that person all the time, I think it's a little bit weird. I do think it's a little bit creepy, and they were supposed to make you, feel bad for Jen that she's in this situation. You feel bad for this dude that this chick just took him home and fucked him and told him nothing about what he was going to wake up next to. But this was She-Hulk episode 4, all about the romance. These people that want to tell you that men shouldn't objectify women, that men are trash, all these things, then just continue to show how hypocritical they are in the actual writing for this series. But again, a lot of us expected this would be dog shit. It has not disappointed in that regard. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.